Hi, my name is Amish Agarwal and I'm an advocate practicing in Delhi courts. I just wanted to take out 2 minutes after coming out of a matter in Tisazari to talk about the importance of lawyers investing in themselves. I remember this was, I think, the first or the second year of my practice where I was, at that time I was really cash strapped and I was thinking about, buying this really expensive commentary on IPC by Ratanlal Dheerajlal, which was, I think, something around 2500 or something, which for me at that point of time, when I had a salary of 10,000 a month working for a senior, it was a pretty big deal. But in any case, I thought that this is something that I would want to have with me for ready reference on all occasions. So I bought that book. Just around 2 weeks later, I had a very intriguing case of copyright theft and data theft and a bunch of other things. The allegations were there for the accused client person. We had to rush to kind of get a preponement of bail, which is a long story in itself. There's no point getting into that. But what is relevant is that I came back to my office, my residence office, at around 10 in the night, completely fatigued, was drenched in the rain, trying to get my car out of Gurgaon courts, trying to push my car outside the flood area of Gurgaon courts, completely wet, on the brink of total breakdown, and I had to argue this bail application the very next day itself. So I just opened up this fat commentary, this really expensive commentary that I purchased just perhaps a week or a couple of weeks prior, and I was going through it, where one of the sections in which the allegation was there, I read something peculiar about something relating to the Information Technology Act. And at that point of time, I thought to myself, why not also open up the Information Technology Act? I read through the BEAR Act, another thing struck me, which led me to a particular statutory provision inside the IT Act, which talked about how, which kind of made punishable the offense which my client was accused of doing at that point of time. Now what's funny is I could relate that to another judgment that I had read a couple of months ago, which said that if there is a provision in a special statute, then that shall override the IPC, that is a general statute. I dug up that judgment, I went to court the next day, and I made my submissions to the effect that this particular offence is punishable under the IT Act and therefore not under that provision of the Indian Penal Code, and therefore the offence itself becomes bailable. Of course, it's Gurgaon courts. You and I can imagine exactly how much all of these words fell on the head of the magistrate over there. But what is interesting is that 1 or 2 more hearings after that, the person was already in custody. I think another 3 or 4 days from there, my client did get bail. And I thought to myself, this one client who I got bail for, I was able to do so only because this one little line that I read in a book that I purchased for 2500. That was a long time ago. It was a great example which has served me in the right stead. The point that I'm trying to make is, be it a good book, be it a good course, be it membership to an organization, be it participation in a conference. I remember I was reading this book where this dentist from, I believe, the US or from Japan, some place, he went to a conference, learnt about the latest techniques in some sort of dental procedure, went back to his home country, learning that little technique, and employed that technique to make millions of dollars over the next 5 to 10 years of his practice. Investing in yourself is extremely important. Rather than sitting in your chamber, twiddling your thumbs, waiting for that client to show up, it's better you go out there, you try to make things happen to the best of your ability. That's it. Thank you.